English-speaking friends, I salute you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. In Isaiah chapter 58, verses 11, we read those words, "And the Lord will guide you continually, and satisfy your soul in dry places, and make strong your bones, and you shall be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose water do not fail." Let me ask you a question. How does your back garden look like? I dare to ask you that question because many of us never forget the importance of looking after our front garden. What are the tendencies to neglect the back one? Many times we make the effort to keep the front garden trimmed and tidy because of the passerby and the neighbors across the road. You never know what they might say or think looking at it. But we do not worry too much about the back garden unless we are a really good gardener and have a lot of time to look after it. But it is interesting to look at the state of back garden because they tell so many stories about their owner. So let us be curious and watch the state of our neighbor back garden without being noticed. A patch of grass with a few scattered toys and a playpen will indicate the presence of little children. A trampoline in the middle of a back garden will make you realize that the owner of the garden is in need of exercises and must lose some weight. The cloth on the washing line can also disclose the personality and the character of the owner. Some gardens are neglected by their owner because of illness. Through old age or tiredness, gardens can look a bit sorry for themselves. Some reveal the hobby of their owner, and some unfinished ones are the result of abandoned dreams. Some full of junk and broken car are the proud possession of a scrap merchant, or simply the possession of strange people who keep everything they have. I remember a lovely story of a philosopher who could not stop praising his garden to all his friends. He could not stop talking about the trees, the flowers, bed, and the green grass. He would also mention the amazing view you could enjoy from his garden. So they all thought that he was the happy possessor of a large park. But when he took them to his garden, what a surprise! They entered it through a narrow strip of ground surrounded by high walls, blocking any views. In the middle of it there were only a small patch of grass and some insignificant plants. They could not hide their disappointment, considering all what he has boasted about his beautiful and amazing garden. The philosopher replied, smiling and raising his head, "See how high it is." You see, my friend, back gardens are not measured by their area, but by their height. Do you see your back garden like that? The robins, the blackbirds will sing as sweetly for you in your small garden as they do for the man who owns the Palais de Versailles in France and employs 100 gardeners. The finches which visit your back garden are as beautifully colored as those you will see in the ground of Estercombe Manor. And the sun does shine on your back garden just as freely and warmly as on the stones of the lovely Dunster Castle. Do you see how high your garden is now? True, we appreciate the beauty of a great mansion garden or a lovely display of a castle garden, but it takes some time to realize the potential of the one we have. Why not try to make the same effort to present your back garden as beautiful as the front one? Oh, but Major, many of us don't have back garden and not front garden either. So what's the point of your sermon? Well, my dear friend, we all have a garden with us. This precious garden is our soul. We may like a front garden, be well dressed, look wonderful, speak nice words and act lovingly. But what about our inside garden, your private garden, our soul, your soul? The front garden is the image of what we hope people will think of us. The back garden, our soul, is what we really are. And it is that back gardens of life that matter. It is what I am which is important and not what I pretend to be. God who loves his children wants their back garden, their soul, well looked after. Am I not right to say that our souls belong to him? Doesn't God say in Ezekiel that our souls belong to him? Ezekiel wrote in our Bible, in his book 18, chapter 18, verses 4. For every living soul, say God, belong to me. So here we are, appointed gardener of our soul, and commanded not to neglect it, otherwise we will surely die. No wonder that Moses encourages people to take heed of themselves and to keep their soul diligently. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verses 9. Was it not Solomon who proclaimed in his wisdom, he that keeps his way preserve his soul? Proverbs 16, verses 17. If you put totally your life into God's loving hands, suggests Jeremiah chapter 31, verses 12, your soul shall be like a beautiful water garden. How do you expect your curious neighbor to feel when she or he will peep over his fence and see the back garden of your soul surrounded by thistles and thorn bushes? Protected by God's love, your garden should not have any ground for jealousy, grumbling, selfishness, judging, gossiping, bitterness, perfidy, and slanders. In the back garden of your soul should flourish love, kindness, gentleness, patience, and understanding. But is this the case? I leave it with you. You and the Lord know perfectly well how your soul look like. God bless you.